Hello there! Let's go back in time to 2005 and 1997 to look at some special action figures that were released. Welcome to Unboxing the Boxes, my Star Wars collection. This is episode 83, Force Battlers and Epic Force Rotating Figures. In 1997, Hasbro added a set of 6 figures to the Kenner collection. See, Kenner collection. These figures stood on a rotating base, which could be rotated 360 degrees. And they were figures based on the movie The Empire Strikes Back. In 2005, Hasbro released the Force Battlers, which included 7 action-ready figures for children or collectors to collect. I discovered I'm missing one of these 13 figures. Which one? You're going to have to watch the video to find out. Before I show you them, I just want to invite you to once again like this video, share it with your friends, leave a comment as to what you think of these, and of course, subscribe to this channel. We are only a few subscribers away from hitting the 500 mark, which to me is a milestone. I know some of you out there have thousands and thousands of subscribers. Hey, it's taken me two years to get this far. So subscribe. Now, let me get these out of the boxes and we will begin. Okay, let's begin. Let's start with the figures from 1997. In other words, the Kenner collection, the rotating figures. As I was showing you a little bit at the beginning, these figures come on a base, as you can see. They feature a character from The Empire Strikes Back in one of, you might say, an iconic pose from that movie. In this particular case, we got C-3PO, and as you can see, his leg does rotate. In fact, the one leg is a little loose. I don't know if you saw that, but it did move a little bit hanging from him. But I think it's a very nice figure. It's not something you're going to really play with much because it is on the base and so forth. So it's not like you're going to take this out in the sandbox or something or out in the yard and play with it. It's more for sitting and looking, I think, which is why I keep it in the box or keep it in the package or whatever you want to call it. This one happens to be C-3PO, like I said. And on the back it says, "I'm standing here in pieces and you're having delusions of grandeur." Unwise words from a griping C-3PO to his droid partner R2-D2 during the Millennium Falcon's attempt to escape a pursuing Empire Star Destroyer and attacking TIE fighters. As you can see, it is a pretty nice figure. It's not too bad. The only thing is, you can't really do much with it other than spin it around, make it go. So anyway, there is C-3PO. The next one in the collection is Luke Skywalker, Bespin Luke Skywalker. Once again, rotating figure. This one rotates a lot easier than the C-3PO one. But we got Luke with his lightsaber. What does it say on the reverse side? Well, it says, "From a shadowy chamber within Cloud City, an ominous cloaked silhouette introduces himself to Luke. The Force is with you, young Skywalker, but you are not a Jedi yet." Vader's words sparked a spectacular duel that flooded Cloud City's carbon-freezing chamber with the clash and buzz of lightsabers. So what do you think? I think it's a nice figure. I think it's a nice figure of Luke. Like I said, once again, it's just a rotating figure, not something you're going to really take out and play with, but still, a nice figure. The next one is Princess Leia. Of course, this is Princess Leia as she's running through Bespin with a gun, ready to blast any stormtroopers that get in her way. What does it say on the back? Well, having tracked some of the rebellion's key members to Bespin's Cloud City, Darth Vader dealt a devastating blow to the Rebel Alliance. Not only did he capture Princess Leia and her band of freedom fighters, but he also imprisoned Han Solo in a frozen encasement of carbonite. So there again, it's actually a nice figure of Leia. Not bad at all. But again, nicely rotates. This one, again, rotates a lot nicer than C-3PO did. The next one, we're going to bring out one of the bad guys this time. And this happens to be the Stormtrooper, ready to blast. You can put these two together and have a little, I suppose, a little blasting contest. But anyway, this one moves very easy. Not bad at all. Considering this is that old, it's actually working fairly well. What does it say about the Stormtrooper? Well, it says, the mood has blackened on the brightly lit Cloud City of Bespin. Using the captured crew of the Millennium Falcon as bait, Darth Vader successfully lures Jedi in training Luke Skywalker to the floating city. Even now, fearsome Imperial stormtroopers, the Empire's elite shock troops, escort their rebel prisoners through Cloud City's corridors. So like I said, it's a nice figure of the Stormtrooper, I think. What do you think? Let's move on to the next one, because we were just talking about the Stormtrooper's boss, so let's bring him out here. Here we do. We have Darth Vader himself. And how does he rotate? Oh, he rotates very nicely. This is about the easiest one to rotate so far. And of course, it looks like he's kind of pointing at Luke here and saying, "You're not a Jedi yet." What does it say on the back? Ordered by his master to capture and deliver the young Luke Skywalker unharmed, Darth Vader successfully lured the Jedi in training to Bespin Cloud City. There in the carbon-freezing chamber, their lightsabers clashed for the first time. Though Skywalker proved strong, his skill was no match for Vader. So there again, nice figure of Darth Vader. The robe on him is plastic. It's not cloth, so it won't flow as you're rotating him fast. But still, nice figure of Darth Vader. Who else do we have? Well, there's one more. I do have all 6 of these, so that gives you a clue as to which one I might be missing on the other ones. And that would be Boba Fett. Yeah, if we've got the rest, and you notice most of this is toward the end of the movie that these characters are from. Here we have Boba Fett. And what's interesting is, though these figures were all from Empire Strikes Back, the background for Boba the Fett and the background picture back here are actually from Return of the Jedi. So 5 of the 6 were from Empire Strikes Back. This one's from Return of the Jedi. But Boba Fett was in the Empire Strikes Back, so I guess we'll let him go on this one. What does it say about Boba Fett? Oh, let's see how well he rotates. He rotates actually fairly well, but he's a little tight in the box there. His rocket pack back here hits the back and hits the front of the plastic. So you can't really rotate him overly well, you know? What does it say about Boba Fett? Bounty Hunter Boba Fett, whose exploits are known throughout the galaxy, was the only figure capable of collecting the bounty on Han Solo by delivering him to Jabba the Hutt's desert palace. Even the appearance of Luke Skywalker could not rescue Solo and the other captured rebels. So not bad. Yeah, it does talk about, as you can see, it talked a little bit about Return of the Jedi. But still, very nice figure of Boba Fett. Fair amount of detail in here and a very nice paint job on him. So there we go. We have got the 6 figures from the Epic Force, the rotating figures. Let's move on to the Force Battlers. Okay, the Force Battlers are kind of cool because it's not, well, for one thing, it's a large action figure. Almost like the pre-Black Series figures, you could say, but these figures are rather interesting. They're a little misformed, shall we say, a little out of proportion. And that's due to them being able to do different things. For example, this one happens to be Chewbacca. And with Chewbacca, we have water-firing blaster. That is right. On the back, it says, Chewbacca is ready to save his planet. With his backpack, he blasts water at the enemy and forces them to retreat. He smashes the invading army with this powerful Wookiee attack. So yeah, the 2 main things here is it seems like we have a little water pistol, that you could call it, and his arms come up and smash down, defeating his opponents. As you can see, it's actually a pretty good figure, not too bad at all. On the back of the box, we do have a picture of the action figure in action, and also a couple of the other action figures that we can collect in this series. Like I said, there are 7 of them in this series. It only shows a couple on each one. So there we have Chewbacca, Force Battler. Next, let's move on to a Jedi known as Anakin Skywalker. There again, you can see Anakin's arms and hands are kind of a little bigger than normal. And that's because of his lightsaber attack that he can do. As you can see, lightsaber attack. What does it say on the back? Anakin's lightsaber attack overpowers opponents. Interchange Anakin's hands so he can fire his missile launcher, crush the enemy in his fist, or attack with his lightsaber. And what do you think of that? Actually, from the looks of the back of the box here, it looks like you'd need to kind of squeeze his legs together to get his arms to move. So, like I said, there's a couple different kind of hands, I guess, in here. He does have the mechanical hand, kind of oddly shaped, because, like I said, these are kind of weirdly proportioned, shall we say. But still, not a bad action figure. It looks a little more cartoonish. So there is Anakin Skywalker. What do you think? Next, we have Obi-Wan Kenobi. And as you can see there, once again, kind of his arms and legs and stuff are a bit out of proportion out of his head. You look at his face, and he's got a very angry look on his face. This is the mad Obi-Wan Kenobi. What does it say on the back about Obi-Wan? Obi-Wan battles the dark side of the Force with a slashing lightsaber attack. Ready for any adventure, no matter how dangerous, the Jedi Master uses his Jedi gear to go on underwater missions. So, once again, squeeze the legs so that you can squeeze them together so that he can use his Force abilities. We do have the lightsaber. We have, it looks like some sort of missile here. I think there's a little underwater breathing apparatus back there. And, of course, we got the lightsaber. I'm sure the little spear here fits into the gun and shoots off. So not bad. They actually come with a couple different ways that these characters can show their action. The next Jedi, yes, we do have another Jedi, and this one happens to be Mace Windu. So Mace is a firing Jedi gauntlet. So including his lightsaber and a Force shield from the looks of it. He has a gauntlet which can fire missiles. What does it say on the back? Mace Windu uses his lightsaber to battle the enemy. The brave Jedi Master can also take aim with his missile-firing gauntlet and blast his opponents during combat. Considering we've never seen Mace Windu use a missile-firing gauntlet in the movies, they took a little liberty on this one, of course. That's 4 of them. What else do we have? Well, it's time to probably head to the baddies. Let's start with the main one. The main baddie, Darth Vader. And Darth Vader has a slashing attack motion. And you'll notice he also has a shield. And I don't know if I've ever seen that particular shield come with any other action figures. Have you? If you have, leave a comment as to where you've seen a shield like that with Darth Vader or any other action figure. I think it's really actually kind of cool looking. But that's about it. He's got a lightsaber, he's got a shield, and it says on the back, Darth Vader uses the power of the Force and a menacing lightsaber to defeat his enemies. He uses the Force shield to repel lightsaber attacks, stop laser blasters, and pummel the enemy. I don't recall Darth Vader ever using a shield in the movies. I don't recall him using a shield in any of the TV series. Did he use it in a comic book? I haven't read all the comic books, so that might be a possibility. Well, let's move Darth Vader off to the side here and bring in the last one I have, and that would be General Grievous. And it's a very nice figure of General Grievous, actually. Really cool. He comes with 4 lightsabers, 4 of them. And he also comes with a blaster gun. In fact, on the back it says, General Grievous is a fearsome fighter. His arms expand so he can battle opponents with 4 lightsabers at once. Always daring and inventive, Grievous can launch his grappling hook and slide in for a sneak attack. Not bad. I kind of like this Grievous figure. There again, he kind of squeezes his legs together in order to make the action happen. So which one am I missing? Well, On the back of Grievous, it shows 3 action figures. It's got Darth Vader, Anakin, and Obi-Wan. So we know we got those. On the back of Obi-Wan, it shows Anakin, Darth Vader, and General Grievous. On the back of Chewbacca, it shows Mace Windu and a Stormtrooper. So guess what? I'm missing the Stormtrooper on this one. It looks like a very muscular Stormtrooper too. See if I can hold it up there. As you can see, the Stormtrooper's got pretty good muscles underneath that armor. As they all do. Like I said, they're a bit out of proportion. But they are cool figures. I do like these things. I wasn't so sure I liked them when I bought them, but they were cool. I like cool, so I bought them. Well, that ends this video. You've seen the rotating Kenner collection figures. You've seen the Force Battlers. Which of these 2 series is your favorite? And which one of the figures in each series is your favorite? Leave a comment. Subscribe to the channel. Help us get to that 500 mark. May the Force be with you. And keep collecting.